As a Christian, it is essential to approach the field of science with a critical eye, recognizing the limitations and potential biases that can influence scientific research and conclusions. While science has made tremendous contributions to our understanding of the world, there are several reasons why Christians may be cautious and blindly trusting scientists. Firstly, many scientists operate from a secular, humanistic worldview that is inherently at odds with the Christian perspective. This worldview often dismisses the existence of God and the supernatural, instead attributing all phenomena to naturalistic causes. As a result, scientific theories and explanations may be tailored to fit within this narrow framework rather than considering the possibility of divine intervention or supernatural causation. For instance, the theory of evolution, which is widely accepted in the scientific community, is often presented as a purely naturalistic explanation for the origin of life, without acknowledging the possibility of a creator or intelligent design. Furthermore, scientists are not immune to the influence of personal biases, cultural pressures, and societal expectations. Like all humans, scientists can be driven by agendas, whether personal, professional, or ideological, which can shape their research questions, methodologies, and interpretations of data. This can lead to a selective presentation of evidence, where data that supports a particular hypothesis or theory is highlighted, while contradictory evidence is downplayed or ignored. Christians should be aware of these potential biases and not assume that scientific knowledge is always objective or neutral. Additionally, the scientific community is not monolithic, and there are often significant debates and disagreements within the scientific community itself. Different scientists may hold varying interpretations of the same data, and what is considered settled science by some may be disputed by others. For example, the issue of climate change is often presented as a consensus among scientists, but there are still many scientists who question the severity of the problem or the effectiveness of proposed solutions. Christians should be cautious of simplistic or dogmatic presentations of scientific facts and instead recognize the complexity and nuance of scientific debates. Another concern for Christians is the tendency of some scientists to overstep their bounds and make philosophical or metaphysical claims that are not supported by empirical evidence. Science is a powerful tool for understanding the natural world, but it is limited in its ability to address questions of meaning, purpose, and morality. When scientists venture into these areas, they often do so without the same level of rigor or expertise, and their conclusions may be more reflective of their personal opinions or ideologies rather than scientific evidence. For instance, the notion that human life has no inherent value or dignity, and that our existence is merely the result of chance and natural processes, is a philosophical claim that is not supported by scientific evidence. Finally, Christians should recognize that science is not the only source of knowledge or understanding. While science can provide valuable insights into the natural world, it is limited in its ability to address questions of faith, morality, and spirituality. The Bible, as the inspired Word of God, provides a unique perspective on the world and our place within it, one that is not subject to the limitations and uncertainties of scientific inquiry. Christians should not prioritize scientific knowledge over spiritual knowledge, but rather seek to integrate their faith with their understanding of the world, recognizing that both are essential for a balanced and comprehensive worldview. In conclusion, while science has made significant contributions to our understanding of the world, Christians should approach the field of science with a critical eye, recognizing the potential limitations and biases that can influence scientific research and conclusions. By acknowledging the secular worldview of many scientists, the influence of personal biases and cultural pressures, the complexity of scientific debates, the tendency to overstep scientific bounds, and the limitations of scientific knowledge, Christians can cultivate a more nuanced and discerning approach to science, one that integrates their faith with their understanding of the world. Ultimately, this approach will allow Christians to navigate the complex and often contentious relationship between science and faith and to merge with a deeper understanding of the world and their place within it.